Welcome to the Frugal Family. My name is Julie. We have an adventure for you today. Come along. I know, Frugal friends, you're disappointed I'm not out at the dumpsters. But come on, give me a break. Literally and figuratively, give me a break. Oh my goodness. I've got my laundry, kids' laundry, the former Disney corner, now Lego Disney corner that needs to be done. Oh God. If you wonder why we're taking a break from actual dumpster diving, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. Not only that, but over here, yeah, most of this is from dumpster diving. A lot of it I'm sure you'll recognize. There is so much, and I don't even know what I have because it's so disorganized. This is one of the things that comes with regular dumpster diving is this. And especially when you have, like, you know, kids, family, life, health concerns. Yeah, there's all kinds. There's all kinds. And then a bunch of this is, of course, from diving. There's just so much. There is just so much. And I need to get caught up. Yeah, that is. Yeah. I have got to get caught up. Come along with me. Caught up. Come along with me while I get caught up.
Welcome to our newest Patreon member, Trisha Sargent.
Let's try that Trisha Sargent again. 3, 2, 1.
Trisha Sargent.
Trisha Sargent.
Sargent.
Ready? Go ahead.
Welcome to our newest Patreon member, Trisha Sargent.
Welcome, Trisha. We're so grateful for you. Holy cow. Whew. Yeah. When you are a dumpster diver on YouTube, you have to dive a lot for content because that's what you do. And inevitably, invariably, if you are diving that often and have like a real life as well, and no staff, no storage unit, this is what happens. And we've been here before. We've done this before. If you've been with us for any amount of time, you will have come up and down this attic ladder with me into this glorious disaster and have seen me clean it out time and time again, declutter, organize, get it all amazing. And then a few months later, or sometimes longer, here we are again in the attic. I refuse to have our dumpster diving treasures take over our living space. That used to be the way it was back in the day, was the stuff was everywhere, and it was not good for my family, my marriage, our sanity, any of that. And so I committed, many of you will recall, to having it up here. Well, there's a problem comes with that. Like I said, when you're bringing so much in, saving and salvaging, whether from dumpster diving or curb picking or going through people's donation piles, whatever the case, this can happen. So we get up here and we deal with it. And we take the time away from the diving and put our energies into not only this, which will take me probably a couple of weeks between, you know, because my daughter is still in the hospital, so the visiting and the, you know, dealing with those things, and being a mom and a wife and other things that I will be announcing soon that are also happening in our lives that I hope you guys will be able to support me in. We'll see. We'll see. Speaking of support, quick interruption for a huge shout out. Thank you, Anne-Marie Desgagnes, for the very generous 3 Buy Me a Coffees. Thank you so much. Oh, I sure appreciate it, especially on a chilly day like this when we are having, what is this, 5th, 6th winter here in Utah. Our Buy Me a Coffee link is in the video description. 2 or more coffees gets you a shout out and your name in videos on all 3 channels. Thanks, Anne-Marie. there's a lot going on. And then I also have some exciting things coming up. Hey, suitcase, don't want to put that too far away. My amazing brother has invited me. I put makeup on today, and I have so much work ahead of me. We're not getting all today. We will save that for my grown-up channel, Frugal Mama's Time Out. Please, if you have not subscribed to that yet, my birthday wish is to get that to 1,000 subscribers. I will leave a link for it at the top of the video description. You don't have to watch even one video over there. We have the watch hours for monetization. We just don't have enough subs. We're so close. It would mean the world to me. It would mean everything. Everything right now, if you could just subscribe to that. A simple, free, easy way to help support the situation, the family. Yeah. Anyway, my brother, he's amazing. Him and my sister, it's their house that I stay at when Olivia is getting treatment. You know, and will be again when we're done with the hospital situation. It's their house that I stay at. They've been so gracious, so generous and kind. Well, that same brother is looking at moving and wants to go and check out other places, specifically Kentucky and Tennessee, because there are some jobs there that would be part of building his resume and working his way up the ladder. And he is in a management position. I'm not going to go into the details because that's, you know, his privacy. But he's worked very hard, and he's, as my daddy, rest in peace, would say, he's a big man at work, and he's amazing. He's done wonderful things, but Utah has just become too expensive to live in. You know, it's so expensive if you haven't already bought a house and gotten established. For young folks or young families, it is so hard. So anyway, he wants to go elsewhere. And so he's going to be checking out some places over the next year. And one specifically, Kentucky. Whew, Kentucky with a little bit of Tennessee in May. And he has invited me very generously, very graciously. He has invited me to come along, all expenses paid. As long as Olivia is in good enough condition, then that's what I'm going to do. We will go for a few days or several days. I'm not sure yet. James, luckily, will be able to take time off of work. And we have family also that will help so that Mama can get away, take a break, go and see some wonderful places, lots of which I'll bring you along for on our vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again. Go and see the world and spend some time with my baby brother. And I'm so grateful for that. Exciting things are happening. But first, we got to deal with all this. You will recognize so many, oh my goodness, so many dumpster finds, crafting, camping, filming stuff, small appliances, Christmas, air purifiers, Day of the Dead things, crutches, American Girl, Christmas tree, more dumpster diving, all of this stuff that is packaging for when I was doing a lot of shipping with eBay, which I'm no longer doing hardly any of that. So it is not necessary to have this huge tote, and I need that tote for other purposes. So this is just not necessary. Holidays, we have downsized our holiday stuff so much, but we're going to have to downsize again. I do have some eBay things organized in totes over there that are still listed on our eBay, but I'm just not actively really doing a whole lot with eBay other than I'm going to be finally getting the patterns posted. I do have some of my Disney stuff over here, including that awesome, what do you call it? Oh, it's a display thing that our fabulous Crystal at Diving with R5 had commissioned and made for me. And these Disney things I want to bring down, like we had talked about, where I do, like, you know, an alternating display downstairs. It's a little trickier now with the kitty cat, but I still want to do that. And especially because we're coming up on my birthday really soon. So I want to bring several of those things, including that display, down and do just a little Disney corner in the living room like we had talked about before. Most of the Disney things, gratefully, luckily, they're totally organized. When I took all of them down, I cleaned them, I organized them to put up here for that rotating display. But I just haven't Done. Guys, I was gone Monday through Friday all day with Olivia going to her treatments. And now, you know, it's a matter of let's try and get caught up. Let's try and get on top of things. And then when you're, you know, you've got enough of that done, which we're almost there, you know, then we can start putting energy into this more fun stuff like decorating and displays and things like that, but not too much because we are keeping the walls downstairs, well, not downstairs, on the main floor of the house, down ladder, we are keeping those empty and clear till July. That is definitely happening, which is part of why all of those pictures need to come up here, but I've got to clear a space for them, which means I got some work to do. I have a lot of work to do. If you are going to dumpster dive, in fact, this is actually not dumpster diving. This is Amazon stuff from the Amazon surprise boxes that our neighbor gave us. If you're going to do this kind of thing for a living, making enough content to have, you know, weekly videos, you have got to have a plan. And I'm always saying that. And I do have a plan. The issue that we've run into is that life also happens. You know, and we have fabulous gifts that friends send us, and we can't use all of them all the time, so some of them have to come up here when we're not using them. So they come up with also dumpster diving stuff and holiday stuff and things that we just don't use very often, and it all comes together in this one teeny tiny little space. It happens. And then, you know, regular life happens, and disasters happen and all these other things, and it gets away from you. The one thing I'm so proud of this, is I have stuck to my commitment of keeping the dumpster diving stuff out of our living space, out of our yard. Some of you will remember I used to have stuff just everywhere. It was a disaster. But then, you know, we cut down a lot. Not necessarily by choice all the time with the dumpster diving, because getting locked out of so many bins and so much getting destroyed, and then other divers coming. But though that kind of sucked in a lot of ways, especially when it came to making content, it was a huge win for our home life and our family to not have so much volume of stuff coming in. Absolutely made a difference, absolutely helpful in that way. Hey, there's a silver lining, but it still is so much. So this is what we're going to be working on over the next couple of weeks, doing this. And then also I'll be telling you about the other things that we are doing and some changes that are happening. But the priority, the main thing is taking care of all this. Luckily, there's a lot of it that is still pretty darn organized from the last time I did a clean out up here. Is actually pretty organized. It's just a matter of clearing out the clutter and putting things all the way away that need to be put away. And then making some tough choices about things that have to go. The reality, though, is that there's not a heck of a lot in here that does need to go, other than some of the stuff over here. The other issue we run into is it's very dusty up here. And it starts getting to me pretty quickly, but I've got to work on this today off and on because it's a nice cool day, and the next few days are going to be nice and cool so that it's, you know, I can get up here and not, you know, be sweating and gross. But I can't be up for terribly long because, yeah, I start getting, which is not good. So I'm going to make some tough choices. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff we use on a regular basis. We just don't have room for it anywhere else. For instance, the American Girl things, the LOLs and Shopkins, we use those. Decorations, Christmas stuff, toys. We use those things regularly. So it's tricky. Then there's other things that we use, you know, once or twice a year. Or once a year. And stuff that I need to either get sold or I need to share with people. Some things that I would like to save potentially for the yard sale, but is it realistic to do that? Not really. Right now, not really. I would really like to do a yard sale, but is it worth all this and this, you know, how stressful this is up here? Is it worth that in order to maybe make 10 bucks in a yard sale this summer? I just don't think so. You know, money is a in a sense, a measurement of your of the value of your time and your stress levels, you know, and you've got to like see, is that really worth, is the value there? And you know, 10 or 20 bucks is not worth this, literally over my head, you know. So that's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna be working on for the next few weeks, unless I get it done sooner. If I really buckle down and just do it several hours at a time, well, several hours at a time plus the breaks in between so I can like breathe, then I think I could have this done this week. I really truly do. But we also have, you know, life stuff happening, you know, visits with my daughter and lots of phone calls and conversations and things with different doctors and stuff like that, and coordinating her education while she's sick. And you know, my son has the orthodontist this week, and then I have this other thing going on that I will be announcing. So it'll be tricky, but so I'm gonna say this will be for the next few weeks, but with the goal in mind that actually I'll have it done this week. Stay tuned, wish me luck. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who are so loyal, so supportive, so dedicated, and so incredibly patient. My cup runneth over. Have a beautiful day and a wonderful week, and we'll see you very soon.